60-pound senior. The linebackers tonight, Marion Jones, a 5'11", 165-pound freshman. Maurice Jackson, a 6'1", 240-pound senior. Braxton Swaney, a 6'1", 225-pound senior. And Devin George, 5'10", 170-pound senior. Defensive backs on the corners, Calvin Winfrey, a 5'11", 150-pound sophomore. And Tyler Hawk, a 6', 160-pound senior. The free safety will be Cameron Jackson, a 5'10", 165-pound junior.
We're back with the opening kickoff right after this. Brownsville hosting Uniontown here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning. At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Trax with all-wheel drive for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash or trade equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest. Payment is for tax title fees and for payment. Sale ends October 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-2331.
For dairy products in Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Route 40 at Briar Hill. Check out delicious hot deli items at Jackson's. Eat in or take out. Jackson Farms Dairy Store, featuring quality dairy products and the most delectable homemade ice cream you'll ever eat, with new fall flavors like pumpkin, pumpkin chocolate chip, and pumpkin cheesecake. Best of luck to all our local teams from Jackson Farms.
Farm fresh milk, straight off the farm. Jackson Farms.
Back here at historic Redstone Field, about 2 minutes away from kicking it off tonight. Tony Hanola, what do you expect to see here?
Well, I expect to see a Brownsville team who's going to have to try to control the ball and keep it away from Uniontown. They're going to have to try to avenge that 40-7 loss earlier in the year. Thing of it is, we said it last night with the Fraser and Greensburg Central game, you cannot turn the ball over, and that's the key. A little ball control, hopefully run, pick up some first downs, keep the offense off the field, and put it in the end zone.
Captains coming out for both teams. On the Red Raiders side, number 24, Maurice Jackson, number 13, Tyler Hawk, and number 33, Braxton Swaney. On the Brownsville side, Michael Ulrey, number 70, along with number 72, Brock Vasbinder. And the third captain for Brownsville, Marivo Grayson, number 58, Red Raiders in their away whites, maroon numbers, maroon pants. Their sidelines here off to the near side. Brownsville in the home blacks, white numbers, gold trim, and their sidelines on the far side. As Tony said, second meeting of the season between these two schools as Uniontown knocked off Brownsville during the second game of the year. And Brownsville and Uniontown, two of three schools playing independent schedules this year in Fayette County. Albert Gallatin has been playing independent since 2019. Albert Gallatin currently sits at 2-3, and they take on University High from Morgantown this evening. So Brownsville's won the opening coin toss, and the Falcons want the football, and they'll defend the goal off to our right.
Well, and as you said, a lot of these same opponents for these teams as they play independent schedules. Excuse me, and Albert Gallatin will play Brownsville in the final game of the season. Uniontown has already played Albert Gallatin, and they lost 12-0 earlier in the year on the 16th of September. So let's see what happens here tonight. I expect a pretty good game here, Brown. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you would hope so. Of course, Brownsville very short-handed, especially on the offensive side. Will certainly put them a little bit behind the 8 ball, and they elected to join Uniontown and Albert Gallatin in the independent routes after some struggles really over the last 22 years. They have not been in the WPIAL playoffs since 2000 when they lost a first-round playoff game in North Allegheny. They had some nice runs over the years, including semifinal round appearances in 99 and 98. Played in a WPIAL championship game back in 1997. It's certainly been tough as of late. Grant Barchak getting set to kick off here for the Uniontown Red Raiders. In Uniontown working left to right as we describe it. Xavier Vargas along with Stephen Harisco back deep for Brownsville. Vargas on the far side, Harisco on the near side as Barchak gets set for the run-up. And we'll get this battle underway between Uniontown and Brownsville from Redstone Field. Homecoming tonight as Barchak with a nice kickoff going to the 20-yard line. And here's Vargas on the return, the little guy between defenders across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. They listed Vargas at 5'2", 110 pounds. He had a pretty good run back there, Tony.
He had a nice run back, a 16-yard return, and gave Brownsville pretty good starting field position on the 36-yard line.
So we'll get a look here at this Falcons team offensively, and again, a lot of question marks here. We talked to Scooter Roebuck this morning. He said, "I can't give you a starting lineup. I don't know who's going to be available to play," and it's very rare. I think I've been doing games here, Tony, 21 years in Fayette County. It's the first time a coach hasn't been able to give me a starting lineup the morning of a game. It just shows how dinged up they've been on the offensive side. You have both Praster and Branch in the backfield. Praster, number 3, will take the snap. He'll try to run here between the tackles. Not much running room. In fact, he'll lose a yard back to the 35-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Of course, you notice on the screen tonight, no down and distance and no running time. That's because, of course, we're here at historic Redstone Field, Tony. We don't have a normal Score Hub plug-in like we do at most venues we go to, but we'll keep the score up and the quarter up throughout the course of the evening as well.
And we'll try to keep you informed. How's that? Old school.
2nd and 11. Jerry DuPace telling me that Praster actually got dinged up a little bit on that last play, but he's going to remain in the game as the Wildcat quarterback with Branch off to his right. Uniontown showing blitz, and the lefty looking to throw on the far side. Pass falls incomplete. Was looking there for his intended wide receiver, Jaden Praster, number 18, another freshman. Now bring up 3rd down and 11.
Well, and you got to wonder how much work these guys have actually been able to put in. If you had a couple guys that are hurt and really probably haven't practiced a whole lot, just came out in the Wildcat, and as you said, that pattern looked a little scattered there. I mean, the receiver was probably about 2 yards away from the ball. Thought maybe he was going to try to hook right there, but kept on running. So a little miscommunication. We'll see how that plays out here tonight.
11-11 left here in the opening quarter. Now you have Jaden Praster as the Wildcat quarterback, and he has Robert Branch off to his left. So Jaden takes the snap. He'll look for an inside run, and he'll maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage with a flag on the play. It was thrown on the far side.
Uniontown's going to be offside. The left end tried to sneak in to try to time the snap, but it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Uniontown, so it's going to make it a little more manageable. 3rd and 6. I couldn't really tell who was on the end. I think it might have been number 45. I couldn't tell. And that's Nick Torbish if it was.
So good break there for Brownsville to get a little reprieve here on this 3rd down. Now 3rd and 6. Line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line, almost in the center of the field. An opening drive of the game for the Brownsville Falcons. Scoreless with the Uniontown Red Raiders. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula. Jerry DuPace behind the camera. Nick Barchak back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of attorney Melinda Dellarose and the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. It's now 3rd and 6. And Brownsville again staying in that Wildcat set, rotating Wildcat quarterbacks, and they drew Uniontown offsides again with a hard count there from the younger Praster, Jaden, number 18.
Now, and you had 2 Uniontown Red Raiders jumping there. Jackson on the end, the nose tackle, jumping as well. And that was number 73. That's Javante Lewis.
So take yards any way you can get them.
Well, you're going to take yards, and now it makes it manageable. 3rd and 1?
From the 45, Brownsville working right to left as we describe it. Need just a yard here for a first down. Then you have Jaden Praster out of the shotgun with Robert Branch off to his right. Twin receivers to each side on this 3rd and 1. Red Raiders again showing blitz as the snap taken there by Jaden Praster. Run up the middle, now cuts off to the left, a first down and more. And kind of just ran over his own 2 feet there, falling down at the 49-yard line. Needed only 1, got 5, and it moves the sticks. He did fumble the football. It was after he went down. So Brownsville an early first down, and they have a 1st and 10 just shy of midfield.
Yeah, a nice run there, and actually kind of just tripped on the turf. Probably would have picked up a couple more yards, but nice run on the first down for Brownsville. And those 2 penalties aided in picking up that first down.
We've played just over 2 minutes so far, 9:55 left here in the opening quarter. Laurel Highlands Mustangs enjoying a bye here tonight. They'll take on Trinity next week. At Trinity, we'll have that game for you here on WMBS. Brownsville and Uniontown, a couple of WPIAL independents going at it tonight. Jaden Praster, again out of the shotgun with Robert Branch off to his right. They stay with the same formation. Twin receivers to each side. As Jaden takes the snap, running option, pitch back going there to Branch. And Branch a little running room on the right side, getting down just inside the Uniontown 48. Give him 2, maybe 3 there to bring up 2nd down and a long 7.
Yeah, and that was a pitch there. Almost looked like a pass, Brian. Almost got in front of him a little bit. But nice job by Praster to see the defense come up, pitch it off the Branch to pick up a couple yards.
These are a lot of young guys here, Tony, seeing action in this game tonight for the Brownsville Falcons.
Well, that's just it. We talked earlier about, excuse me, how many people are injured for Brownsville, and a lot of these underclassmen going to get a chance.
Branch now off to the left of Praster. High snap. They're in trouble, and going back there is Praster. He'll get tackled back at the 42-yard line. So the snap really just threw everything off there, Tony.
Yeah, it did. And really, Praster, not a very tall guy to begin with, and had to jump, and Uniontown was all on top of him as soon as he corralled the ball.
It's about a 10-yard loss on the play. The line of scrimmage was the Uniontown 48. They pushed it all the way back to the Brownsville 42. And now 3rd down and 18. And for a Brownsville team that doesn't really throw the football much, you really can't get in these 3rd and long situations.
No, you really can't. I mean, there's pretty much strictly a run offense. But let's see if he puts it up.
Jaden Praster again out of the shotgun. Branch remaining off to his right, takes the snap. Inside run, and spinning forward there is Praster for maybe a yard down to the 43. That'll bring up 4th down and long. And I was watching Brownsville on game film this morning, Tony, looking at some of their other games, and they used a lot of their offensive linemen as punters and kickers, but this time it's going to be Rylan Johnson, who's normally a wide receiver, 6'3", 177-pound junior, lining up to punt here for the Brownsville Falcons.
Yeah, and you just got to make sure the snap's good. Johnson. We'll see what he can do.
Uniontown with Cameron Jackson back deep to receive. Clean snap coming back. Red Raiders a little pressure and a shank there on the punt. It'll go out of bounds right at the Uniontown 48. So the Red Raiders, good field position when we come back. Game scoreless, 7:22 left in the first. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, and combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? Right, good service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly race. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get our first look at this Uniontown offense is operating out of the pistol there is Tavian Richardson, and now a whistle here, and I think a timeout was called. So Brownsville's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 7:22 left in the first game. Scoreless. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
We go your way all around every day. It's a fact. We're striving harder to get you farther.
It's a fact. There's public transportation available for everyone in Fayette County. With Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, you can grab the bus to practically everywhere. FACT has multiple programs to get you where you need to go, including curb-to-curb shared ride services, medical assistance transportation program, persons with disabilities programs, and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Back here after the timeout at Redstone Field. Richardson from the pistol. Little run across the left side. Gets down to midfield, picking up 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and it looked like a little confusion on that play as well, Brian. It looked like he turned around to hand it off, but there was nobody there, so took off on his own and lucky enough to pick up 2 yards.
Richardson, a 5'10", 150-pound senior, came into the game 14 of 31 passing for 403 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 275 yards and 2 rushing scores so far this year. They're back out of the pistol again here on this 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, now bouncing it out here to the near side. Maurice Jackson might be a horse collar tackle, and it will be there defensively on Phil Sahady, who brought Maurice Jackson down, and the Red Raiders will pick up a 1st down there off the personal foul.
Yeah, really saved the long run there. He's going to get called for the penalty.
The Red Raiders have rotated running backs. Actually, 5 running backs have seen considerable time so far this year. Maurice Jackson, Braxton Swaney, Cameron Jackson, Marion Jones, and Devin George. So they'll keep us on our toes here tonight, rotating backs in and out throughout the course of the evening. So a 15-yard penalty will march the football down to the Brownsville 33 here on the near hash mark. And Maurice, who had that last run, came into the game 26 carries for 163 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now Richardson in more of a traditional shotgun set with Maurice Jackson off to his left. Twin receivers to the far side. Richardson slips, cuts up the middle, lost the football. And did Brownsville recover? Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Wow.
So the recovery going there to Brownsville's Phil Sahady, who had the horse collar tackle on the last play, recovers the Uniontown fumble, just like that. Brownsville with a football back here, and they'll have it at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, and really, Richardson, the high snap, he was able to control it. Looked like he lost his footing and just fell and fumbled the ball at the same time. So Brownsville fortunate enough to pick up the fumble, and here you go. They're going to start decent field position with 6:24 to go in this first quarter, starting at the 37-yard line.
Falcons break the huddle, and they're going to stick here with the freshman Jaden Praster. And he'll have Robert Branch off to his right against twin receivers to each side. Ball on the left hash mark as Praster takes the snap. Looks to run across the right side of the line. He's in trouble trying to turn the corner, and the Red Raiders getting a nice surge there from Cameron Jackson, bringing him down 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage back at the 34, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, and really just had no place to go. The Red Raiders swarming on him, just ready to pounce on him on that far side. And you got to wonder, Jerry mentioned early on that Jeremy Praster looked like he was dinged up that first play, and we haven't seen him back in the Wildcats since then. So trying to look on the sideline to see if he's kind of standing over there getting worked on or whatever, but he hasn't returned after that first play.
And Jeremy, a junior, much better size at 6 foot 200 pounds, and his brother, a freshman, Swaney, showing blitz there, and the handoff going to Robert Branch, and Branch loses another yard back to the 32. We have 5:30 left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown and Brownsville still scoreless here from historic Redstone Field.
And right now, Uniontown just controlling the line, really catching the backs before they even get out of the backfield.
Now 3rd down and 15. Brownsville needing the Uniontown 47 here for a 1st down. And once again, it's the freshman Jaden Praster as the Wildcat quarterback. And you look at Branch off to his right, about a head taller.
Now you're going to have a false start. That's going to move it back another 5.
So the 3rd and 15 becomes a 3rd and 20. They'll push the line of scrimmage back to the 27-yard line, so Brownsville going the wrong way here, Tone.
Second penalty on Brownsville tonight. It's 2 penalties for 20 yards. That had horse collar tackle on Uniontown's previous possession. So now you've got a bad situation here, 3rd and 20, and really haven't gained more than 10 yards on any play.
Again, they had issues with the first punt as well from Ryland Johnson. So not a good spot to be in right now for the Brownsville Falcons. Jaden Praster now with Robert Branch on his left hip. Red Raiders showing blitz, and I think Braxton Swaney slipped and ended up in the neutral zone.
Yes, he did. They're going to give that 5 back. Or wait, I don't know. Let's see what the referee's pointing at. I think he's going to say another false start. So it's going to be against Brownsville, yeah.
I think Swaney thought he was even offsides the way he initially reacted. Now it'll be 3rd down and 25. Line of scrimmage back to the 22. They need their own 47 for a first down.
Yeah, Swaney just trying to come in. A little blitz action. Tried to get back, but obviously the center must have moved. Somebody must have moved in front of him because they get called for another penalty.
Again, Praster with Robert Branch to his right. Twin receivers to each side. 3rd and 25 now from the Brownsville 22. Praster takes the snap. He's going to put it up. Throw near side. That'll be intercepted. Devin George on the run back. And it's a pick 6 for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Devin George taking it back. And Uniontown a 6-0 lead.
26-yard interception return by Devin George. And that ball went up in the air, and really Praster threw it to the side, had a couple receivers open, but just couldn't get it there.
You can see that one developing for a long while there, Tone, from our position.
Yeah, and is there a flag on the field, or is that?
Might be a celebration penalty.
Yeah, I was wondering there.
It came in late. The referee's talking about it. Early candidate for our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game.
That's Devin George, right place at the right time, no doubt. Haven't seen a signal yet, though.
Score occurring at the 3:55 mark of the first. We're still talking about it and haven't seen a penalty signal. You're right there, Tony, on either side. Might get enforced on the kickoff. Now the referee coming over here to the Uniontown sidelines. Be a personal foul against Brownsville.
Whoa. Wow, so that will be marked off
on the kickoff. Now Grant Barczyk on for the extra points. The holder's Tyler Hawk. And Barczyk to give Uniontown a 7-0 lead. Low snap. Hawk puts it down. Good kick there from Grant. It's up on the way and good. And Uniontown a 7-0 lead over Brownsville. 3:55 left here in the first, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit mommarukapizza.com for their menu and live music schedule. Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Prime Rozak and Tony Hanoa back here at historic Redstone Field. 7-0. The Uniontown Red Raiders leading the Brownsville Falcons. Nice to have you along with us here on a Friday night of high school football action.
And you got to wonder, I'm going to guess that Uniontown might try an onside kick here. Really nothing to lose.
Kicking off from the Brownsville 45, and Barczyk with a nice kick here on the near side, but Brownsville will recover at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and it was worth a try. I mean, really, he had the 15-yard mark off.
Yeah,
because
why not?
Of a personal foul, sure. And really a couple Uniontown kick team right there. Almost caught it on the fly. And almost recovered the onside kick.
I have another flag down here, Tony. Be a procedure penalty against Uniontown on the kickoff. Might have to kick again because Barczyk's back out in the field.
Right. Well, now it's going to end up being a 10-yard penalty against Brownsville when it's all said and done.
So Grant will put it down here right at midfield. And why not try the onside kick
I would
again?
try it again, sure.
We have 3:53 left here in the first. Uniontown scoring on a Devin George 26-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I mean, at this point, I'd try to kick it right in the middle of the field. You got nobody there.
And Grant with another little pooch here on the near side, and the ball is brought down by one of the Brownsville up men. That's number 25, Trenton Weibel.
35. Yep, that's going to be
Alexander Booker.
Yep, Booker with the catch. Almost a fair catch. Basically going to put it down at the 36-yard line.
He on the near hash mark.
So 3:52 to go in this first quarter. Uniontown with a 7-0 lead.
Third offensive possession of the game for Brownsville. They got it down right around midfield and then had to punt it away, ended up being a shank punt. Then, of course, the interception on a 3rd and long on their last drive. And for an offense that already has had a bunch of injuries, not good to see Jeremy Praster out of the lineup, but his younger brother Jaden, another carry here, and again going the wrong way. Jaden losing 3 back to the 33, and that'll bring up 2nd and 13 with 3:40 left on a running clock here in the opening quarter, and Uniontown leading Brownsville 7-0.
Yeah, Uniontown just getting great penetration and able to get in there, and basically Praster has no place to go, and they're going to send him to the sideline. Let's see who's going to be in the Wildcat situation here.
Actually, it was a 4-yard loss back to the 32. And now in the backfield, Tony, you have Xavier Vargas, a 5'2", 110-pound freshman, back there along with Robert Branch. Branch takes the snap, and Branch goes right up the middle and gets back to the... Actually, I thought he was going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but actually lost another yard back to the 31. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 15 with 2:54 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and Branch, pretty big kid, but just really had no place to go. Uniontown bringing the house. I mean, they're really not expecting any pass, so you don't have to have the defensive backs play deep.
You talk about a difference in size. Branch, 6'3", 230. Vargas, who's back there with him, 5'2", 110.
Well,
Praster Branch more than twice his weight.
now let's see what they do here.
So they're not sure what this formation is going to be on 3rd and 15. No visible play clocks here at historic Redstone Field. You have Branch back out of the shotgun set, and he fumbles the snap, trying to get back on it at the 20-yard line. He'll get gang tackled and drop for an 11-yard loss. Some extracurriculars going down the field there between the Red Raiders' Tyler Hawk and Donovan Wimmer for Brownsville.
Well, and that's a 12-yard loss. So now you're going to have to punt again.
The 4th and 26. Yeah, Rylan Johnson standing back at the 19-yard line.
And he's got to be careful here.
Red Raiders with Cameron Jackson right around midfield. A little trouble with the snap, able to get it away, and a better punt this time. It'll hit at the Brownsville 45, take a Falcons bounce and a big one all the way down to the Uniontown 36-yard line where it gets downed by Donovan Wimmer. So that's where Uniontown will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 1:22 left in the first, 7-0. Red Raiders are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you? Oil checks and windshield clean. Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers walkout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Back here at historic Redstone Field, that was a 44-yard punt for Brownsville's Rylan Johnson. The Red Raiders will start this drive back at their own 36-yard line. Tavian Richardson out of the pistol set. And he'll take the snap, fakes the handoff. They fake the jet sweep with a flag on the play. Richardson looks deep near side. A lot of contact down the field, and the pass falls incomplete. That could have been interference there as well on the intended pass for Kadrian McLeod.
Yeah, it was pretty close to interference, but let's see what this flag is back in the Uniontown backfield. Actually, I'm looking for it now, but I don't even see a flag on the ground. Did they just call an incomplete pass or what?
No, they said there's a penalty flag on the play on the public address system as well.
Yeah, but I don't see it on the field any longer. Did they pick it up that quick, I guess?
No holding penalty here against Uniontown.
Well, I'm going to guess you have to take that. I mean, you got to move them back.
Yeah, for sure.
10.
I think we've had more guys going back tonight than we've had moving forward on both offenses.
Well, that's the fourth penalty against Uniontown for 25 yards. Brownsville has 4 penalties for 40. We're still in the first quarter.
And the yards have been tough to come by. Line of scrimmage now, the Uniontown 26, 1st and 20, 1:14 left here in the opening quarter.
And a pretty nice pass there by Richardson, but just under through the receiver. Nice play by the Brownsville defender there to knock it away.
Maurice Jackson behind Richardson in the backfield. Twin receivers to the near side, single coverage to the far side. Richardson takes the snap. Handoff going here to Maurice Jackson. Knocks down a guy, rumbles down the near sideline, and finally run out of bounds just shy of the 45-yard line. So Maurice Jackson, a powerful run there. Needed 20. I think he got about 19.
Yeah, I was going to say he's real close to picking up that first down.
He just ran over, Tony, a couple of guys on that run.
I'll tell you, yeah, that was strictly punishment right there.
Now referees getting together again here on the near side.
Well, I'm not going to. What are they going to call here? Just timeout?
Officials timeout.
Let's see what he's trying to signal here. Dead ball.
Dead ball, personal foul against Brownsville. And the Brownsville fans not happy at all about that.
He was faking. Yeah, I think their coaches are on the other side here, bro. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see who they did call that on, but
we didn't see a whole lot.
No.
For the Red Raiders after that personal foul penalty, and the run from Jackson will take it down now to the Brownsville 40. Over 1st and 10.
Yeah, so no. Yeah.
Now it looks like the two referees might be disagreeing with one another here.
Well, let's see what we're going to have. They're still talking it out. And I don't know.
The one official made a body slam motion.
I think looks like Ryland Johnson trying to get an explanation. Not sure if the call was on him or not. But he's going to go over and talk to Scooter and let him know what's going on. Yeah, so he's actually, I could read Scooter's lips, and he said 20, so he is talking to Ryland Johnson. That's who got called for the personal foul.
I think some of Brownsville's guys are saying, hey, we were the ones who got run over on the play.
Right.
And again, there might have been a shove there from Johnson after the play. We didn't see it. That doesn't mean it didn't occur.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, though, that was a punishing run by Jackson, though. Wow.
And I don't think Ryland Johnson could body slam Jackson if he tried.
No, I'll tell you what, that was he plowed over a couple guys, so they're going to call that on Johnson. That's going to be an automatic first down. So now Uniontown able to keep this drive alive on their own 40.
Now a semi-loaded pistol. You have Braxton Swaney off to the right of Richardson. He'll get the football. Take it right up the guts. And he'll take it down to the Brownsville 36, picking up 4. Now bring up 2nd down and 6. We mentioned this is the second meeting between these two schools, and you wonder, did he maybe develop a little more of a rivalry there, Tony, during the first meeting, and some of that carrying over here tonight?
Well, I would think that Brownsville obviously has something to prove after losing 40-7 in early September. So they're really, they're playing a nice game here so far. Just can't convert on third downs, but only trailing 7-0 after the first quarter.
Richardson, this time going there to Jackson. Big hole on the left side. Jackson inside the 20, inside the 10, and Jackson will take it in for a Uniontown touchdown from 36 yards out. Maurice Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, gives the Red Raiders a 13-0 lead.
I guess I spoke too soon. I saw the running clock, and we were down at 23 seconds when I made that statement, Brian. But now they're going to be trailing probably 14-0 here at the end of this first quarter.
Greg Barczyk converted on his opening extra points. Trying to go 2 for 2 tonight. Extend the Uniontown lead to 14-0. And Tyler Hawk, the Uniontown holder, another low snap coming back. Hawk puts it down. Barczyk plenty of distance, and he was able to sneak it through. Extra point good. And the Red Raiders a 14-0 lead over Brownsville. 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf nights, and bowling, along with other activities.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
Maurice Jackson, a 36-yard touchdown run. Grant Barczyk adding an extra point. The Uniontown lead now at 14-0. 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That was a 4-play, 64-yard drive. Took a minute and 9 seconds off the clock. First offensive touchdown of the night for Uniontown. They got one defensively on a Devin George pick 6 for their opening score. What a kickoff there from Barczyk over the head of Xavier Vargas into the end zone for a touchback. Barczyk showing off his leg there, Tone.
That was impressive. Actually, Vargas was on about the 12-yard line waiting for the kick. That ball sailed over his head without a problem. So nice kick there by Barczyk, and Brownsville's going to start at their own 20 with 13.3 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
The clock didn't even run there since the kickoff wasn't touched by a Brownsville player. The Falcons now trying to get something together here offensively. And again, they've had a number of injuries. Their starting quarterback, Harlan Davis, out tonight. No Wallace Furlong, who's normally the starting center.
We got another flag down, too. And let's see what that's going to be.
Didn't even have a run back. Kickoff went into the end zone.
Right.
Also, Caden Wimmer, who's the normal starting tailback, out. Starting fullback, Elijah Kimbrough, also out tonight for Brownsville.
Let's see what they are going to call. Brownsville coaches are yelling chop block. But let's see. I haven't seen a signal yet.
Rare to see a chop block on the kicking team.
Wow.
That's the call.
It's going to be against
especially on a kickoff out of bounds to have a chop block. Extremely unusual.
Interesting. Yeah, but they're pointing towards Uniontown. Well, let's see.
They pointed towards Uniontown.
Right.
Well, it should start the mark off here from the 20. In the high school game, the touchbacks are at the 20, so it should just take it down to the 35.
Correct. And Uniontown's coaches are saying, wait a minute, it's against Brownsville.
They pointed towards Uniontown.
Exactly.
These officials have not been very organized tonight. 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. I mean, guys, it shouldn't be that hard to signal which side it's going on.
Well, going to find out here in a minute. And they're going to take it against Brownsville.
And they're marking it off, I guess, the foul occurred at the 25-yard line. So they're marking it off from the spot of the foul, even though the line of scrimmage would have been the 20-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
And the funny thing is they never actually signaled against Brownsville. They signaled against Uniontown.
Right. Okay, well.
So we'll be 1st and 10 now from the 15-yard line, and you have Jaden Praster back in as the Wildcat quarterback with Robert Branch off to his right and 12 receivers to each side. Uniontown showing blitz again, and they're going to get right to Praster. 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, back of the 11-yard line. Great penetration again from Cameron Jackson, who was the first to get to him, and that'll be the final play of this opening quarter. Uniontown a 14-0 lead over Brownsville. We're back with a 2nd and 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their surplus is your savings.
Prime Rosak and Tony Hinola back here at historic Redstone Field. Start of the second quarter. Uniontown a 14-0 lead over Brownsville. Devin George a defensive touchdown, a pick six, and Maurice Jackson a 36-yard touchdown run for the Red Raiders so far tonight.
Yeah, and up until that last play, Brownsville was pretty much in this game. And as we said, they can't turn the ball over, and really penalties have also hurt them. 6 penalties for 65 yards in that first quarter against Brownsville.
This will be the first time we've been this far off to the left tonight. All the action's been off to the right, it seems like.
Yeah, really. Well, Brownsville hasn't gotten past the midfield stripe.
Maybe got to the Uniontown 48, their deepest penetration so far.
That's right.
That's been about it. Now 2nd and 14, opening play of the second quarter. Jaden Praster again out of the shotgun, with Robert Branch to his right. Red Raiders showing blitz again. Praster looking to run here on the near side, and he'll lose yardage again. You had lining up on that side for Uniontown, Nick Torbich, along with Maurice Jackson, able to gang tackle him for another loss back to the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
And really just the offensive line for Brownsville having an extremely tough time controlling this front for Uniontown. Coach Roebuck sending Rylan Johnson in with the play there.
And Coach Roebuck, who's also the athletic director for Brownsville, really had to take the football job this fall because nobody else wanted it.
Yeah, almost by default.
That's not a good situation to be in, but credit him taking on the extra load here during the fall season.
Well, you had some people that didn't want him to go independent, but really I think it was probably a pretty good move for the Falcons, just to try to get the program back to some sort of semblance of order.
3rd and 15, Praster puts it up, and that pass falls incomplete, and you had the wide receiver there doing a good job trying to get back to the football.
It was Christopher Hawk.
Yes, number 15, and Hawk just couldn't hang on. Have to bring on the punting unit here again with 10:55 left before halftime, and Uniontown leading 14-0.
Yeah, and he did do a nice job coming back to the ball, and really the defender's hand looked like it was in his face a little bit. Probably blocked his view so that he couldn't make the catch. So now you're going to have Johnson back in punt formation again.
It had a nice one the last time out. A 42-yard punt, did you say that?
44.
44-yard punt from Johnson last time out. Red Raiders with Cameron Jackson standing around the 40, high snap. Johnson brings it down. This one off the side of his foot will hit at the 32-yard line, take a sideways bounce, go out of bounds to the 34 of Brownsville. That's where Uniontown will start. 1st and 10 when we come back. 10:49 left before halftime. 14-0 Red Raiders are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in Fayette County for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all of our area teams the best of luck. For more information about M&R Transit, phone 724-439-3164 or stop into their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Uniontown starting this drive now at the Brownsville 34-yard line, working right to left as we describe it. Richardson out of the pistol, inside handoff, going there again. Maurice Jackson between defenders, carries a couple of guys all the way down to the 16-yard line. So Maurice Jackson, a 19-yard scamper there for the Red Raiders, and another Uniontown first down.
And really just his size alone is causing all the problems for Brownsville. Just can't seem to stop him.
Yeah, very tough to bring down.
He's got 4 carries for 76 yards so far here tonight.
Braxton Swaney now to the left of Tavian Richardson with Maurice Jackson right behind him. Semi-loaded pistol look here for the Red Raiders. Swaney gets the inside handoff. Swaney inside the 10, inside the 5. He might have went into the end zone untouched for the Uniontown touchdown from 16 yards out. Braxton Swaney extends the Red Raiders lead to 20-0.
And you have another penalty flag on the field. And I think it's going to be a personal foul. They're going to wave that off. Okay. I thought it was going to be another personal foul after the touchdown.
The Swaney touchdown here at the 10-16 mark of the second quarter. And we'll try out Grant Barczyk again, who's been busy so far tonight. That kid's always busy, Tony. He started the fall season playing soccer, running on the cross-country team, and kicking here on the football team.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a nice kicker.
He just got his Eagle Scout in the fall as well. Snap comes down. Barczyk's kick up on the way, and that kick is good. Barczyk 3 for 3 on extra points, and the Red Raiders a 21-0 lead over Brownsville. 10-16 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., it's the season for trick-or-treating and scary stuff.
No tricks here at Autoland, only treats.
I guess you're talking about deals, not candy.
Just in time for cool weather, get a new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited with 1.9% financing for 36 months, plus $500 HMF bonus cash, or up to $1,250 in HMF bonus cash. Prefer a luxury sedan? Treat yourself to the same deal on a new 2023 Sonata Limited.
Payments are important. Have any leasing treats?
You bet. Lease a 2023 Elantra SE for 36 months for $219 per month. And get great fuel economy and surprising roominess, too.
No reason to be scared when you buy a new Hyundai with 3-year free complimentary maintenance, Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
So Grant Barczyk to kick off again here for Uniontown. And Barczyk angles it here on the near side. You have Xavier Vargas just takes a knee on it back of the 6-yard line.
Well, didn't take a knee as much. I think he just slipped back there trying to pick it up.
And ended up on his knee.
Yeah, and ended up on his knee, and that's where they're going to spot it. So that last drive, 2 plays only took 33 seconds, covered 34 yards. And the big play there, that 16-yard touchdown run by Braxton Swaney. So now Brownsville, 10-16 to go here in the second quarter. They're going to start out on their own 6-yard line, maybe the 7.
Still a lot of football to play, too. 10-16 left before halftime, as you mentioned, Tony. The Falcons have to find a way to get something going here offensively. And you have Jaden Praster again in the backfield with Robert Branch now off to his right. Praster calling back the snap, and the Red Raiders jumped off sides. It's the third time we've seen that tonight.
Yes, it is. It looked like that was number 87 for Uniontown. That was Eric Townsend who jumped offside on the right end.
You've been doing a nice little tour of Fayette County stadiums this week, Tony. You worked with Nick Barczyk last night doing Fraser Greensburg Central Catholic. Sounded like you guys had a lot of fun down there.
It was a good time. Got to see our buddy Johnny Malone, athletic director down at Fraser.
Now 1st and 5. Comes right back to Praster, and Praster a positive run here, but he lost the football.
He fumbled.
Red Raiders are saying they have it here at the 16-yard line, and the officials agree. Braxton Swaney out of the pile with it there for Uniontown. So Swaney recovering the fumble. Red Raiders get the football back with 9:38 left before halftime. So the freshman, a positive run, just couldn't hang on to the football.
Right, and that's the second turnover for Brownsville. Prasser also threw that interception that Devin George was able to return. So now 2 turnovers, and Uniontown in fantastic field position at their own at the Brownsville 16-yard line.
We'll stay with Richardson here at quarterback. Maurice Jackson off to his right. You have Swaney as an H-back. And now Notorious Grooms comes in motion, and he'll get it here for the Red Raiders. Grooms inside the 10. Torrey's still going all the way down to the 2-yard line. So Notorious Grooms, a 16-yard run, setting up a 1st and goal for Uniontown at the Brownsville 2-yard line.
And picking up their 4th first down of this first half.
We're calling a lot of guys' names, Tone, that we're going to be talking a lot about during the winter months as well in the Uniontown basketball team. Richardson, Grooms.
Got some good ones, there's no doubt. It's going to be a great season for Uniontown. Looking forward to it.
Out of the pistol set again, Richardson. Handoff going to Jackson. A little spin move, but he went down.
Lost a couple yards on that one, trying to spin and just lost his footing.
Back at the 5-yard line, 3-yard loss to bring up 2nd and goal now from the 5 with 8:42 left on our running clock here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I don't know if the field's getting a little damp or what out there, Brian, but we've seen a couple guys lose their footing here tonight.
Actually doesn't look that bad.
No, looks great.
Considering we're already in October, and they use this field for not only football but soccer as well. Another run here from Maurice Jackson, and Maurice Jackson bullies his way into the end zone from 5 yards out on the left side to extend the Uniontown lead to 27-0 here at the 8:21 mark of the second quarter. And second touchdown of the night for Maurice. And now Maurice, 7 touchdowns so far this season.
7 touchdowns. Tonight, 6 carries for 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that drive really didn't take much time at all, Brian. 1 minute and 6 seconds. Covered 17 yards and had 3 plays.
Red Raiders got good field position after the Brownsville fumble. And now Barczyk trying to go 4 for 4 on extra points. Extend the lead to 28. Clean snap coming back. Barczyk another boots. And it's up on the way and good. So Grant Barczyk 4 for 4 on extra points. And Uniontown a 28-0 lead over Brownsville. 8:21 left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brad Barczyk kicking it off again, and once again it goes back to Xavier Vargas, and Vargas hoping it rolls into the end zone, and it finally does for a touchback. That was close because he had, with a head of steam, Tyler Hawk closing in quickly.
I'll tell you what, that was extremely close. I think he was a little fortunate that the wind blew right there because that ball barely crept over the goal line. So fortunate for Brownsville because that was a live ball.
He's lucky they mowed the field this week.
Yeah, exactly right.
So the Falcons to get it here at their own 20-yard line. Working left to right as we describe it. And Brownsville entering play tonight, the longest losing streak among WPIAL teams at 26 games. Their last win September the 6th of 2019 over Beth Center. Loss tonight would make it 27 in a row. And of course, Uniontown knows all about losing streaks. They had lost 35 in a row before picking up a pair of wins last year, both over Carrick. The win on September the 10th of 2021 snapped that 35-game losing streak. And the freshman keeping it between the tackles here again, Jaden Praster hanging out of the football this time. Picking up 2. Red Raiders actually came out of the pack with it, but they're saying Praster was down after Dom Grip recovered it.
And Praster might be down as well. They're calling for the trainer.
So UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. Praster down, 7:40 left before halftime. We'll step aside for a quick timeout as well here on WMBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Not good news for Brownsville with Jaden Praster down. His brother Jeremy got dinged up very early on into this game. We have not seen him since, Tony.
No, and that's the thing. When you talked to Coach Roebuck, he was going to try to rotate some guys in that offense, and in the Wildcat, and they really haven't been able to do anything because of injuries. So now you got another player down, and he's been down for a while, and I hope it's nothing serious. I think he might have just got his bell rung underneath there in that pack.
So with an injured player still down for Brownsville, we'll step aside for another quick 30, 28-0, Uniontown over Brownsville.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-5895. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The good news as we come back, Jaden Praster walking off the field under his own power. And you're right, Tony. He just might have got his bell rung down there.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just took a hit. I mean, he collided with a bunch of Red Raiders on that run. I mean, he's walking off, and he's walking in a straight line. I'll give him that.
And now what do you do if you're head coach Scooter Roebuck? You've already gone through a couple of Wildcat quarterbacks tonight. Your normal starting quarterback out of the game as well, Harlan Davis.
Well, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean,
maybe Xavier Vargas here, looks like.
Yeah, you might have to. I mean, he did run Vargas a couple times out of that Wildcat earlier on. He's going to have Branch back there with him as well.
Branch out to the left of Vargas. 2nd and 6. Red Raiders might have jumped off sides there.
Well, Uniontown's going to.
No, false start.
Well, yeah. Jackson made the move, but it looked like the wide receiver, Stephen Harisco, actually moved a little bit, so they're going to call that penalty on Brownsville. That's going to be their 7th penalty for 70 yards here in this first half.
They still have 7:18 left before halftime.
You're right.
They'll run the clock here again. And I think the issue for Brownsville, too, Tony, is just lack of size. You look at some of these guys they're throwing in there. Vargas, 5'2", 110 pounds, playing varsity high school football now as the Wildcat quarterback for Brownsville. Takes the snap here, and Vargas, an inside run, and he's getting hit by guys that are 250, 300 pounds, and maybe a little late push there on the Red Raiders side.
Yeah. I mean, not a bad little run there. Picked up, about 3 yards?
Might have just got back to the line of scrimmage, to be honest there, Tone.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yep, you are correct.
They had, I think it was 2nd and 11, now about 3rd and 10, so maybe a yard.
We'll give him one.
6:33.
I thought he was actually walking a little further with the sticks on that side.
They ran Vargas off the field now. And it looks like you have Omarion Grayson in the game as the Wildcat quarterback. Number 5. And he has Branch off to his left. Actually, Branch takes the snap here. And Branch just a run up the middle, going nowhere. Got back to the line. I'll bring up 4th down and 10. And a late flag coming in here.
That's on Uniontown. There's no doubt. Cam Jackson just jumped on the pile, so they're going to pick up a first down. Branch really didn't gain anything there. But they're going to call a penalty, and it's going to be on Uniontown. It's going to be 15.
Second time the Falcons have been aided with a first down due to a Red Raider penalty.
And that's just not very smart right there.
No. You're in total control of the game on the Uniontown side. Up 4 touchdowns here in the second quarter. No reason to pile on in that situation.
No. That's only the second first down of the game for Brownsville.
And now you have Xavier Vargas back into the game. And here's Robert Branch again to his left. And movement here on the line again. Players pointing at one another. We're going to have a false start here against Brownsville. Game's been sloppy tonight, Tony.
Just a little bit. A lot of penalties here so far.
And next week here on WMBS, we have the Laurel Highlands Mustangs who are enjoying a bye tonight. They'll travel to Trinity to take on the Hillers. On the air at 6 o'clock with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Opening kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Has to be a weird feeling for them, Tony, sitting at home on a Friday during the fall.
Yeah, it's rare you see a high school team with a bye.
1st and 15 and a late pitch going back there on the Brownsville run as that pitch went back to Robert Branch, and Branch minimal gain, maybe 2, up to the 32. And that'll bring up second down and 13 with 5:09 left on a running clock here before halftime.
It was an interesting play right there. Vargas, almost like a jump pass backwards. Has to be careful, really. I mean, if that ball gets away, it's loose. Uniontown able to pick it up and scoop and score. So now let's see who they have back here now. You have Branch. It looks like number 5. Looks like Amarian Grayson again.
You had Grayson in earlier. Branch took the direct snap, and he's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage and driven back. First Red Raider to get there was Maurice Jackson. Then he got a little help finishing off Branch for a 3-yard loss back to the 29. That'll bring up third down and 16. Red Raiders looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. We're actually 2-1. Lost the opener against Laurel Highlands, who brought you that game here on WMBS 50-6. Then picked up wins over Brownsville and Carrick. 40-7 over Brownsville. 38-12 over Carrick. Fell against Albert Gallatin 12-0. Lost 2 weeks ago against Valley 20-13. And lost last weekend in Somerset County up at Winburn High School 40-0. 3rd and 16 here for the Brownsville Falcons, and Xavier Vargas in at quarterback again, takes the snap, tries to run here on the near side of the line and slipped on a cut back of the 26. And he'll lose another 3, and it'll be 4th down and about 19 with 3:45 left on a running clock before halftime. Brownsville on their way now to falling to 0-6. They lost their opener against Bentworth 50-12, then fell at Uniontown 40-7. Also lost against Carrick 42-8. Shadyside, Ohio 40-6, and fell last week against Berlin Brothers Valley 57-0. Ryland Johnson in a punt. He's standing back at the 15-yard line. Red Raiders with Cameron Jackson back at the Uniontown 47. High snap goes over the head of Johnson. He's in trouble, just plops on it back to the 9-yard line. And Uniontown will be set up with a 1st and goal with 3:13 left before halftime, up 28-0 when we come back in 30 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back here at historic Redstone Field. Looks like we have a timeout. Timeout Brownsville as we come back. So 3:03 left before halftime. Our Raiders with a 1st and goal at the Brownsville 8. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in! Trade me in!" Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
First and goal for Uniontown from the 8-yard line. Richardson looking for a pass near side, and Kadrian McLee couldn't hang on a double coverage. Pass falls incomplete. Bring up second and goal. Got the Hillbilly, John Marietta, in the house tonight as well. In the press box, checking this one out.
There you go. How are you, sir? Good to see you.
Now second and goal here from the Brownsville 8. Richardson back in a pistol sets. Maurice Jackson right behind him. Swaney in the slot left. Single coverage with McLee on the near side as Richardson takes the snap. He'll look for a throw on the far side. Little screen brought down. A little shake and bake into the end zone for a Uniontown touchdown to increase the lead to 34-0. And that was Notorious Grooms on the touchdown reception there for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, so another quick drive covering 9 yards for the Red Raiders. And Grooms with the catch.
Richardson, his first touchdown pass of the night, and for the season, that's the 7th touchdown that he's thrown for here in 2022.
Grooms, nifty little move to stay in bounds. Tight roping down the sideline.
Now a Barczyk extra point make here will ensure a continuous clock in the second half. Hawks the holder, puts it down. Barczyk's kick up on the way, plenty of distance. That kick is good. It's a 35-0 lead for Uniontown over Brownsville. 2:39 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Times and good solid bar and Morgantown Union, family owned and operated. Hunters has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. Our firm, all of our clients, us to make the best decisions on their behalf, injured and out. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Prime Rozak, Tony Hinola back here at historic Redstone Field. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Brownsville Falcons, a 35-0 lead now for Uniontown over Brownsville.
Another quick drive by the Red Raiders. Only 2 plays, 9 yards. Covered 34 seconds.
Barczyk sends it away, going here to Xavier Vargas, who again could not hang on, actually went down at the 15-yard line.
And they're going to mark him down at the 15. He slipped. It really wasn't a fumble. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line. Yeah, and really, as we said, some guys really having trouble with their footing here.
Maybe didn't bring the right spikes.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't see too many games on the natural grass surface anymore. We saw the natural grass 2 weeks ago when we did the Laurel Highlands Greater Latrobe game down at Memorial Stadium in downtown Latrobe, but especially among the larger classification schools, you don't see too many schools playing on the natural grass much anymore.
Well, yeah, and we were actually last night was natural grass as well down at Frazier, but really unusual to see.
They talked about any stadium improvements down there. Tony, I know when Steve and I were going down there 6-7 years ago and they had their nice runs, they had talked about trying to do some renovations down there.
They talked about a few things, but they said that they really hadn't been able to get anything going yet.
Robert Branch taking the direct snap here, and Branch, what's been the theme for Brownsville so far tonight, not much running room. He'll lose 2 back to the 15. Bring up second down and 12. Had a pretty nice homecoming festivities before the game tonight.
Extremely nice. And we did not catch the Queen's name, but we're going to get that at halftime. I know Robert Chaney had wrote it down, so hopefully he'll sneak up here at halftime and we'll get the young lady's name who won.
Good to see a lot of old friends back from Uniontown as well. Coach Fortuna down on the sidelines. Our good buddy Billy Dice, who was running the camera for us all of last year, now an assistant coach for Uniontown, running back and linebackers coach is Xavier Vargas with a little late pitch back going here on the near side and rumbling forward there, Robert Branch. Branch, though, just able to get down to the 16, maybe the 17-yard line, back close to the original line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down and 10 as we go under a minute left here before halftime.
Well, and see, that's what can happen. If you run the camera long enough, Jerry, you might be an assistant coach next year. You never know. Dice got promoted. We knew him when he was poor.
3rd and 10. His son Manny watching at home with his wife Nicole. Hello, Manny and Nicole. Now, Manny's been busy selling pies this week. If you need a pie, go say hi to Manny as Vargas got finished off in the backfield.
Wow. He got
another hard hit.
Yeah, it was a hard hit.
That'll be the final play here, I think, of the second quarter as these Brownsville skilled kids have really taken some shots here in the first half. Again, we hope everyone's all right. They got a little dinged up. It's 4th and 14. I don't think the Falcons are even going to run a play here.
No.
Time ticking down and 2 down to 1. We'll go into the locker room with Uniontown leading Brownsville by a score of 35-0 here from historic Redstone Field tonight. Stay tuned for halftime shows brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. We'll pass along the first half stats, some scores from around the WPIAL, have the Trib Live halftime show. Who knows, Nick Barczyk might even sneak in a Radio PA news update. That and more ahead. 35-0, Uniontown over Brownsville at the break here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Trax with all-wheel drive for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down, 16 weeks loyalty or lease conquest. Payment of tax title fees and for payment. Sale ends October 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountant.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. The 12th annual Frank L. Musica Golf Tournament held in September was a huge success. The Catholic War Veterans would like to thank all of the sponsors, volunteers, and golfers for helping out with the event. The Catholic War Veterans also invite you to check out their stand on the haunted Sheepskin Trail in October. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Donnie Arthur and Bill Gerke are teaming up to wish all the area football teams and students good luck this year. Before the game, stop by Byers Beer and Wine Market on Connellsville Street. Enjoy a sandwich in their newly renovated seating area. Great food, lottery, and friendly service. All at Byers Beer and Wine Market, 180 Connellsville Street. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Grill hours, 8 to 2 Monday through Saturday.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company.
With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions
And they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 447-251 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Going on now, let's see the Chevy East.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Trax with all-wheel drive for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $2,999 cash or trade equity down with family loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax title fees and for payment. Sale ends October 31st, 2022. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back here at historic Redstone Field, start of the third quarter, Uniontown up 35-0 over the Brownsville Falcons. And Tony Wheely should have a pretty quick second half here with a continuous clock with the Red Raiders leading by 5 touchdowns.
Well, I would think so. I can't imagine we're going to see a whole lot of passes either, Brian. We only saw, 4 in that first half. And don't think we're going to see a whole lot. I can't imagine Uniontown's going to try to throw it all in this second half. So it should be a pretty quick one.
Ryland Johnson will kick off for Brownsville. It'll be the first time tonight that he's kicked off since Brownsville hasn't scored any points yet in this game. And, of course, the Falcons received the first half kickoff. Red Raiders with a trio of players back deep to receive, including Cameron Jackson in the middle of the field.
They're going to swap some guys out here. Let's see.
You would think so. But both of these teams not super deep on the bench. Uniontown a bigger roster size than Brownsville as Ryland Johnson sends it away on a line drive kind of at the 25-yard line. With a head of steam coming forward there is Camden Jackson. And Camden taking it back to the 37-yard line. So plenty of Jacksons on the Uniontown side. You have Cameron wearing number 2, Camden wearing number 21, and of course Maurice Jackson, and Maurice wearing number 24 for Uniontown tonight. And interesting, Cameron and Maurice are brothers. Their dad, Maurice, 1,000-yard rusher at Albert Gallatin.
Wow. Interesting stat there.
So the Red Raiders, after the run back, will start the drive at their own 35-yard line, working right to left as we describe it. Opening play from scrimmage here in the third quarter. And they'll stick for now with Tavian Richardson as the quarterback. He's a protector back to each side. Low snap coming back. He picks it up. Quick screen. Pass complete on the far side. Tyler Hawk with a lot of room on the far side inside the 40-30. Hawk rumbling down the far sideline, and Hawk is going to take it 65 yards for a Uniontown touchdown to increase the lead to 41-0.
Wow, and that was a quick strike. This, they really caught me off guard. I didn't think we'd see a throw at all. The next thing you know, quick out. And Hawk showed some great speed there. And a 65-yard touchdown pass from Richardson.
Second touchdown pass of the night from Richardson. Hawk's first touchdown reception. And the Red Raiders lead now 41-0. And you talk about how fast this continuous clock works, Tony. It was a one-play drive, already down to 10:17 left on a running clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah. Just kind of surprised at that, but.
And Barczyk, trying to go 6 for 6 on extra points, is successful again. It's a 42-0 lead for Uniontown over Brownsville. 10 minutes left here in the third. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's what of Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while in the clinic. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Grant Barczyk to kick off now for the Uniontown Red Raiders. We've said his name a lot tonight, haven't we, Tony?
We sure have. He's got to be tired.
Run up here. The boot going back to the 20-yard line. Fielded there by Xavier Vargas, and Vargas takes it back to the 28, and that's where Brownsville will start 1st and 10, right down to 8:35. I think they left that clock running there even after the touchdown.
Yes.
We'll take it to get out of here a little quicker tonight. And points certainly, Tony, have been tough to come by for Brownsville so far this season. Got 2 touchdowns in their opening game, lost 50-12 against Bentworth. Scored once, first time these two teams met, losing 40-7. Also had single touchdowns against Carrick, losing 42-8, and Shadyside, Ohio, losing 40-6. They were shut out by Berlin Brothers Valley, the top team out of Somerset County last week, 57-0.
Well, you have to imagine that just the size of the other teams that they're playing. I mean, you feel bad for them. I mean, they really don't have a whole lot of size on this team.
Especially when you consider the fact the number of kids that they've lost to injury so far. And Brownsville looking for a positive play here, and they'll get a yard carry from Robert Branch, the 6'3", 230-pound junior, to bring up 2nd down and 9. We mentioned the injuries earlier. If you're just joining us, Harlan Davis, normal starting quarterback for Brownsville, out tonight. Normal starting tailback Caden Wimmer out. Fullback Elijah Kimbrough out. Center Wallace Furlong out. And then you had a couple of injuries already in this game so far this evening as well, Tony.
Yes, that's what we saw. Both Prasters got hurt. And to be honest with you, Vargas looks like he was limping a little bit. Looked like he tweaked his right ankle.
Branch will take this direct snap on 2nd and 9. Another inside run, and he'll bounce it out to the left side. And Brownsville, I believe, their 3rd first down of the night.
That's correct.
Taking it across the 45, down close to the 47-yard line. So a 16-yard run there for Branch. Good to see a positive play on the Brownsville side. It's been a tough night for the Falcons.
I agree, and it finally puts their rushing into positive numbers, puts their offense into positive numbers.
Down to 6:42 left here in the third quarter. Brownsville with the football at their own 45-yard line. Working left to right as we describe it. Brian Morozak along with Tony Hanola. Jerry Dupay behind the camera tonight. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Branch now with 11 carries for 13 yards.
He'll get the direct snap here again with Vargas off to his right. Takes it, and the handoff goes to Vargas, and the little guy is able to reach back towards the line of scrimmage. No gain to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, just nowhere to go right there. And you're right, Brian. That last play, Branch, nice job bouncing it outside. Showed a little speed as well.
2nd and 10. Brownsville next week will host Myersdale out of Somerset County. And then they'll play their final regular season game at Albert Gallatin. They don't have a game scheduled on the 28th, which is the final play date. So they're just planning on playing 8 games this year. They already had 1 bye week, and a late pitch going back here on the near side, and coughing up the football was Robert Branch, and the Red Raiders have recovered here at the Brownsville 44. So 5:30 left here in the third quarter. Uniontown takes over again, up 42-0. We're back in 30 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
For farm fresh dairy products, stop in Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Route 40 at Briar Hill. Check out delicious hot deli items at Jackson's. Eat in or take out. Jackson Dairy Store. And quality products, delectable ice cream you'll eat with new fall flavors like pumpkin, pumpkin chocolate chip, and pumpkin cheesecake. Best of luck to all our local teams from Jackson Farms.
Farm fresh milk, straight off the farm. Jackson Farms.
So Uniontown will take over from the Brownsville 43. We're already down to 4:48 left on our running clock here in the third quarter. I think the Red Raiders are going to take a timeout. Jeremy Brain, one of the assistant coaches, signaling timeouts. We'll take one as well. 4:39 left here in the third. 42-0 Red Raiders are back in 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Trip Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney. My way around. Hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Redstone Field after the Uniontown timeout. Richardson remaining in as the Uniontown quarterback. Full house around him. Close to a semi-loaded pistol, but you have Nick Torbich more up in a slot position as the handoff going there for a minimal gain.
Nice play
Just
there.
double-checking the ball carrier. That was Maurice Jackson.
That was Jackson, and a nice tackle there by Michael Ulrey. Ulrey right on it. Stopped him for what? Maybe a
half a yard.
Half a yard. So nice job there by Ulrey.
We're going to have second and a long 9. So we go under 4 minutes already here in the third quarter. You know, one Red Raider that's been quiet tonight, Tony's been Kadrian McAlee. He's had some showstopper catches so far this season. In fact, you look at his numbers coming into the game, all he does is make big plays. We'll get to those in a moment as Richardson with the handoff going here to Cameron Jackson. To Cameron inside the 40. Did he lose the football?
No. No, they just kind of spun him around. Yeah, they spun him around, but
end up going as a 6-yard carry to bring up third down and 4. But mentioning McAlee, 6 receptions, 238 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Pretty high average there per catch.
I was going to say, wasn't those one of those was what, 94 yards or something?
Yeah, I think that was down against Carrick.
Right. Yeah, didn't you say he scored on a 3rd and 57?
Yeah, something like that. Like, how do you give that up defensively?
Yeah, you kind of. That might be a first right there.
3rd and 4 as we approach the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. They're loading up the pistol here again. And Devin George getting this carry, trying to spin on the right side. He'll be brought down from behind there by Michael Ulrey again, who's had some nice penetration here in the third quarter. Then I'll bring up 4th down here for Uniontown. That play actually was about a 4-yard loss. Probably no reason to punt. You have it here at the Brownsville 42. Just go for it at this juncture of the game.
Right.
Up 42-0.
Well, yeah, and you got to think. I mean, it's going to be a running play no matter what. But I shouldn't say
that.
Not
necessarily.
I said that earlier on, and I was 200%
They scored on a 65-yard screen pass.
Yeah.
To Tyler Hawk earlier on this quarter.
Yeah, they tried to go to McLee that one time down in the corner.
Yeah, that was it.
It was knocked away.
A motion here from Maurice Jackson. Snap coming back to Richardson, trying to turn the corner here on the near side, inside the 35-30. Richardson down the near sideline, 1st down and more inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone on a 4th and 9 for a Uniontown touchdown from 42 yards out, Tavian Richardson.
Really just threw a little stiff arm in there. Was able to break away down the sideline. A nice run. So Uniontown tacking it on here. Now 48-0. The conversion to make it 49. Richardson now 3 carries for 44 yards. And he's in the touchdown parade as well.
That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Now Grant Barczyk trying to go, what are we up to here, Tone? 7 for 7 on extra points?
Exactly.
Kick from Barczyk up on the way, and that kick is good. So Grant Barczyk perfect again on extra points so far tonight. A 49-0 lead for Uniontown over Brownsville. Final minute of the 3rd quarter, back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborn to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through 7 a.m. 4 p.m. Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Ridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
So the Red Raiders, as we come back, lining up to kick off, and they actually were running the clock there after the touchdown. So I think we're just going to have, that was the end of the 3rd quarter then, Tone? We're
yes,
just
it
start
was.
The 4th right now?
Yep, they switched them over. So it's going to be the 4th quarter, and again on a running clock. Our buddy Dave Ryder, the clock operator for Brownsville.
Used to see him a lot when we were doing games out of Penn State Fayette.
Yeah. Is there a rumor we may see him again?
Well, we will see. That's not confirmed by any means. And lobbed down here on the near side and then dropped. Loose football. Red Raiders might have got on that.
No, yeah,
yes, they did. Tyler Hawk with a recovery.
Wow. That's the 5th turnover for Brownsville.
Red Raiders get it back now. At the Brownsville 25-yard line, looking for another touchdown. Here in the opening minute of the 4th quarter, up 49-0.
Yeah, 25-yard line. You got to see. I mean, got to imagine that you're going to see a couple bench players out there now with this kind of lead.
Now, Tony, we were here last year for the Laurel Highlands Brownsville game. Laurel Highlands set a school record with a 65-0 win over Brownsville. That was the Mustangs' biggest football win in school history at the time.
Right. And you can see some subs coming out. Looks like William Nedley, number 8, is going to get a shot at quarterback here.
A lot of these young guys actually played on Monday. Uniontown played a JV game against West Green at Bill Power Stadium on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Those late after school games, you don't see those too much.
No, you don't.
Anymore. So William Nedley, the new quarterback here for Uniontown, takes the snap, inside handoff, and that carry is going to Omari Yassin, a freshman, and Yassin actually tossed back for a couple-yard loss off the play. Back to the 27-yard line. We'll see a lot of new faces here for the final 12-minute stretch run. And the Red Raiders will battle Waynesburg next week. And they'll take on Berlin Brothers Valley. That's going to be a tough game for the Red Raiders. Wrap up the regular season against Carrick. We'll have that Carrick game for you here on WMBS. It'll be on a Thursday night, Thursday, October the 27th at Bill Power Stadium. So we'll have Uniontown and Carrick on Thursday, and then Laurel Highlands and Connellsville that Friday.
Oh.
You're welcome to join us, Tony, for that Thursday night edition as well.
We'll see what we can do.
I think one of the reasons they moved that game was because of us. I have to thank the athletic department. You want to get on TV, play on a Thursday or a Saturday. Frazier did it last night, got a radio game out of it as well. Nedley, handoff here to Nathan Searock, and Searock taking it down to the original line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line, and maybe got an extra yard or two there on the second effort. Down to the 23 to bring up third down and about 8.
Yeah, we'll give him about 5 on that carry.
Now you're going to have a fun week upcoming, Tony. I won't tell everyone where you're going. Somebody asked if you've lost all your golf balls yet.
No, but maybe next week. We might be losing them next week. How's that? Ronnie asked me, I got to work for a living. I'm not retired like he is. He gave me golf balls on a Friday. I got to work. Last weekend was ugly, so I couldn't really do much.
I've played one round since Labor Day. It's been that busy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you got, your soccer, football, everything else, and you got games every day.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. It's fun.
Oh, no.
So I tried to get as much golf in as I could during the summer months. Loaded pistol here all around. Nedley. Nedley, 5'11", 175 junior. Takes the snap play. Fake calls his own number, going off to the left with a little stiff arm, and Nedley gets inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down with 4:28 left in regulation.
Give him about 3 yards on that carry.
I think we should have a pretty good game next Friday. Laurel Highlands down at Trinity. Hillers and Mustangs last couple of years, Tone, always seem to be coming down to the wire.
Well, last year, it was like the Rodney Gallagher show last year, if you remember that game. What do you have, 5 touchdowns? Wasn't that the game?
I believe so.
I think
that was
so.
A cold game in the rain.
Cold and rainy. That was ugly. But, yeah, Rod had a great game.
Some of the Mustangs probably at home catching some of this game tonight, or maybe just hanging out on a rare Friday night. They might even be scouting out some of the other opponents down the stretch. Who knows what those kids are doing?
It's really, I know it's odd to have a bye week in any high school.
High snap coming back. Nedley, nobody around him. Will just take it up the middle. Look for a first down. He reaches forward. Did he get it?
No,
the pen here on the spot. I think about a yard short. So Brownsville take over on down. 7:34 left in regulation. 49-0. Uniontown over Brownsville. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor. You are treated individually, directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. Uniontown. 4-437-55 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here at historic Redstone Field, final 6:51 of regulation. Brownsville, the football as a flag comes in. And Tony, normally we say stay tuned right after the game for the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rell. We actually might have to wait a little bit tonight. Show will start at 9:30. Nick Barczyk will fill in between if we have some time from when we go off the air here at Redstone Field to when the show gets underway. But plenty of scores around the WPIAL. Don will update you. We'll have our local post-game show here tonight, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll have our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game, our Davis and Davis Players of the game, and all the final stats brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy.
Yeah, Uniontown.
Another flag coming in. What are these guys doing?
Well, now they've had 12 men on the field the last 2 times.
Oh, yep, you're right.
And that's what's happening. They're trying to shuffle in some subs.
9, 10, 11. Yep, 12.
Yeah, they're trying to shuffle in some subs and a little miscommunication on the sideline. So that's going to result in a first down for Brownsville. It's going to be their second first down of this half, only the 4th of the game. But a penalty against Uniontown makes it 8 penalties for 55 yards. And that's a first down, but make sure they
4th first down of the night for Brownsville?
Yes, 4th. 2 in each half.
5:34 left here in regulation.
But, yeah, they're just trying to shuffle some guys in and not communicating well.
Clean snap coming back that time to Xavier Vargas, and Vargas able to take that one down to the 35, picking up 9.
And we're going to give him 9. Nice run there.
Second down and 1. 5:13 left here in regulation.
That puts Vargas now in the positive. He's got 5 carries for 4 yards.
Put the football here on the right hash mark. Anyone else you'd like to say hello to tonight, Tony? I know
we
always have plenty of fans listening.
Well, we got to give a shout out to Chris Teagarden, who was here earlier checking us out. Says he watches everything you guys do online.
Appreciate you tuning in, Chris.
Yeah, it was actually telling us he's a huge fan. So
if you're watching now, God bless you at 49-0 here in the final 4:41. And getting upended there, low hit on Xavier Vargas behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration there from Uniontown's Ethan Golden, a 5'11", 250-pound sophomore. linebacker making that hit. What typically happens here at least once a game. It seems like on the radio side we get disconnected in the second half. So we get reconnected back with Nick. We don't know why that happens.
I don't know. Maybe the phone line got tired too.
I don't know. It just, no matter what service we seem to be on, that seems to happen once a game or so.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's
right.
not
Dialed wrong, or we'll try to get reconnected here with Nick. A little late pitch going back there on the far side
nice
and down
run.
to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be a first down.
Yards.
Yeah, it's going to be Branch. Branch going to get the first down.
At least we know our numbers in service now. Branch, 6'3", 230-pound junior.
E&I specialize in care of swallowing disorders. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Folks on the radio side rejoining us. 3:19 left in regulation.
Yeah.
Didn't miss much. Got another Brownsville first down, their 5th of the night.
You almost missed a penalty there. Uniontown had 12 guys on the field until somebody ran off.
Line of scrimmage to Brownsville 38. Vargas coughs up the football here on the near side. Uniontown's recovered again here at the 41. So the Red Raiders take over again as we go under 3 minutes left. Up 49-0. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. And Big Al's pizzas and a 2-liter $9, or Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and Dellarose. Big Al Market and 670 Avenue, 4550-4252.
Back here at historic Redstone Field, Jim Williams checking in saying hello to you, Tony.
Jimmy Williams, my man. Good to hear from Jimmy. Haven't seen him for a while.
He enjoys the tones of Tony Hanula on the
air. Jimmy, come on. I'll buy you a beer next time I see you. Don't worry about it.
Final 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter, 49-0. Uniontown over Brownsville. Loaded pistol. Handoff going here to Cameron Jackson, and Cameron breaking here on the near side inside the 30. Stiff arm. Look out here, guys. Look out here. Some extracurriculars between those two. And that's not what you want to see here late in the game.
No, you really don't want to see that.
I mean, come on. It's 49-0.
Yeah, it's although you can see a little frustration, obviously, from Brownsville's end.
There's no reason any of that has to happen.
No, I would agree. So let's see what's going on here. I'm trying to get everybody on the side here.
Well, the bad thing is, too, you might end up having some kids get ejected here that have to miss next week.
Exactly. And for all the injuries and everything like that.
It's a 49-0 game.
Although I will say this, though. There's no flags on the field. That's the good thing.
Yeah, well, there has to be a penalty.
Well, you know what? If he doesn't call, it's not a penalty.
Referee just wants the clock to run. I don't know if they want to even snap the ball here again.
Maybe not.
After a play like that, you don't want things to get heated anymore. Clock stopped at 1:08. I'm not sure why they're not running it.
I don't either. He's giving him the signal to run it.
Harry Kaufman coming over talking to the official. I think both of these teams might just agree to end it right now because there's no reason to have anything else.
Well, I think it's going to. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think that's going to be it. They're going to run it out, and that's going to be the end of it. So,
now to 45 seconds.
Nah, we're not going to have another play. They're just going to have him keep running it. Oh no, he did call a personal foul.
There was an ejection, multiple ejections.
Oh, I'm going to say that Cam Jackson got ejected.
Probably the guy that ran him out too.
Yeah. Now, where are they going to?
Was that Michael Ulrey that ran him out? 7.
You know what? I did not see. I did not see who it was. I don't think so. I think it was, to be honest with you, I thought it was number 58. I thought it was Morevo Grayson.
Okay. We'll double check on that.
We'll
but they're
check
going to run down the clock here.
Yep.
And that'll do it. 49-0 final score. Uniontown over Brownsville tonight. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. It comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
At what point did every service get taken out of service industry? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, work. To your money, you want service, real service, from a person and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
How do you hope to the foster system? It starts with your heart. That when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise to not only advocate for but also provide them with service to exceed expectations. In Union and Connors, they are local to serve you. Call 724-626-8822 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatrics, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Bad day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, serious. Now that's something.
Your agent in Union and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance, 72437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Chris Parker Jr., it's the season for trick-or-treating and scary stuff.
No tricks here at Autoland, only treats.
I guess you're talking about deals, not candy.
Just in time for cool weather, get a new 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited with 1.9% financing for 36 months, plus $500 HMF bonus cash, or up to $1,250 in HMF bonus cash. Prefer a luxury sedan? Treat yourself to the same deal on a new 2023 Sonata Limited.
Payments are important. Have any leasing treats?
You bet. Lease a 2023 Elantra SE for 36 months for $219 per month. And get great fuel economy and surprising roominess, too.
No reason to be scared when you buy a new Hyundai with 3-year free complimentary maintenance, Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's Best Warranty, 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage, Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
49-0, your final score. The Uniontown Red Raiders downing the Brownsville Falcons. Our postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Unfortunately, Tony, we even had some extracurriculars that extended into the handshake line, which is good to see on either side. So hopefully some cooler heads will prevail later on tonight for both of these schools. And unfortunately, we had a couple of ejections there late as well. So those players might not be eligible to play next week.
Well, yeah, and I think one of them was Cam Jackson for the Uniontown Red Raiders, and I think Moravo Grayson was the other one on the Brownsville side. So we'll find out. We'll get clarification later on. But I don't know. Like I said, one of those things where, just get frustrated at the end and you're getting beat pretty badly, and, it just happens. That's all.
We'll start off our post-game show with our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game, and it was the pick six from Devin George, which got the scoring started.
3rd and 25 now for the Brownsville 22. Praster takes the snap. He's going to put it up, throw near side. That'll be intercepted. Devin George on the run back. It's a pick six for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Devin George.
And, Tony, that really did set the story for the rest of the way.
Well, it did, because really Brownsville was holding their own until that pick, and all of a sudden they got into a 7-0 hole, then gave up another quick touchdown at the end of the first quarter, and really after that just could not regroup.
Here are our final stats brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
I do. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, individually, Tavian Richardson was 2 for 3 passing for 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. The one touchdown was a 9-yarder to Torrey Grooms. The other, a 65-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Hawk. Rushing-wise, you got a lot of guys who touched the football for Uniontown. Tavian Richardson had 3 carries for 44 yards, scored on a 42-yard rush. Devin George, 1 carry for -4. Cam Jackson, 2 carries for 16 yards. Nathan Seafrock, 1 carry for 5 yards. Maurice Jackson, the leading rusher in the game, had 7 carries for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 from 5 yards out, 1 from 36 yards out. William Nedley, 2 carries for 6 yards. Braxton Swaney, 2 carries for 20 yards. He had a 16-yard touchdown run. Notorious Grooms, 1 carry for 16. And Omari Yawson, 1 carry for -3 yards. For the totals for the team, Uniontown ran 23 offensive plays, only 23 offensive plays in this game. 20 rushes for 178 yards. They were 2 for 3 passing for 74, 252 yards of total offense, 8 penalties for 65 yards. They had 4 first downs, and they did not have a turnover in this game. For the Brownsville Falcons, Jeremy Praster was 0 for 1, and Jaden Praster was 0 for 2 with that interception. It was returned by Devin George, 26 yards for the touchdown. Praster also had Jeremy Praster, 1 carry for -1. Xavier Vargas had 7 carries for 1 yard total. Robert Branch, 13 carries for 17 yards. And Jaden Praster, 9 carries for 0 yards. Brownsville ran 33 offensive plays on the night. They had 30 rushes for only 17 yards. 0 for 3 passing, so 17 yards of total offense in this game. 8 penalties for 75 yards. They had 5 first downs in the game, but they committed 6 turnovers, 5 fumbles.